Hey guys, it's Record. So this is my little tutorial on my recording setup. If you guys check out, I did a previous video talking about my recording software that I use and just kind of some basics around the software, my Logic Pro tutorial to be exact. You can check that out on the same channel. This is going to be the video for my recording setup where I'm going to talk through kind of how to set up for DIY recording and just kind of the basics around that. So first, you need a Scarlett 2i2 interface, or just any interface will work. This one specifically is a Scarlett 2i2, means 2 channels, and it is definitely one of the top interfaces for recording, so I definitely recommend that. And then next you just need like your standard 58 mic. That's what I have. I have a pop filter on this. Because as a beatboxer and stuff like that, I spit in the mic a heck of a lot through when I record. So having a pop filter on this is helpful to kind of keep the spit condensed so it doesn't damage the mic as easily. So this is just a regular SM58 mic, and you have, that is what the top looks like. You'll find these kind of the most standard mic you'll ever use. And I also use this for drum recording. I'll make another video on drum recording. But this is also, I also use this for drum recording. Some engineers might tell you not to use it for drum recording. It actually does work really well for drum recording if you know how to EQ and you know all the proper tools, which I can go over in another video when I talk about drum recording. But anyway, so you have your mic and you have your interface right here. This is the little case for the interface. And then, of course, you need your mic cable to connect to your mic. The cable is actually the way you're gonna set this up is you have your mic cable that goes directly into the interface right here, and connects to the mic, so the mic is plugged into the interface. Next, I have this, which is the actual interface cable, and I just got this replaced. You can find this on Amazon pretty easily. This is your interface cable right here. The interface cable is actually gonna plug into, so the end of the cable will go into my laptop, and I'm going to show you guys this right now. The cable is going to go into my laptop in this slot right there, so basically on the left, kind of to the far bottom on the left right there. And then the other end is actually going to go on your into your interface, and you'll see I already have the end in there. So the end goes kind of in the bottom of the interface right there. And if you guys can't see what I'm doing, then please feel free to pause it or ask any questions down below. And you can also find all the setups and stuff for this type of vocal setup online. If you look in the right places, you find the right videos that will also tell you all of this. But anyway, so that's your basic setup. And lastly, what you actually need is some headphones, which I have over here. These headphones are some of the kind of the best recording headphones you're going to use. These are basically Audio-Technica. When I took some recording classes, my teacher actually recommended these to me. So I've been using these for a long time. They're really, really good. The cable came off. When you're recording yourself, headphones are strongly advised because you'll actually be able to hear yourself. For the sake of this video, I will not have my headphones because it's a lot easier for me to explain everything and for you to see it without headphones. So I'm not going to have my headphones for this video. But in general, when you're recording, headphones are super strongly advised. So now I'm just kind of going to dive right into it. So I have a blank project opened up right here for the review of how to get there. Look at my previous video where I talk about Logic and how to get to the different things in the software. This is once again Logic Pro, really standard recording software. It's the software that I use for all my singles and stuff, and I have a new single coming out soon, so check that out. But this is Logic Pro. So right away, you're in the blank slate right here. You're in the blank project. I actually just made a full screen, so you can kind of see it's a little wider and a little better. But this is the blank slate right here. So to record, you're going to hit this red button right here. And I'm just going to go right into it. So right now, I cannot hear myself because I don't have my headphones plugged in. I have my interface. Well, actually, I need to plug my interface in. But I will not be able to hear myself when I'm recording because I do not have my headphones plugged in. However, once again, when you are recording yourself, if you want to be able to hear yourself, you have to plug the interface in. You have to be able to have your headphones plugged in. And when you actually plug your headphones in, just to show you guys, this guy right here, this is where you plug your headphones in. This is an adapter you can get that makes it very easy to plug your headphones into the interface. Without the adapter, you cannot plug your headphones into the interface. So let me plug in the interface. So once again, I'm plugging it in kind of on the left. You can't see that now, but it's going to be the left. And here. So when you plug your interface in, you're going to see the interface actually lights up right here, which will tell you that it's connected. And your computer will give you kind of a notification that your interface is connected, so you'll know. So now it's connected. So now, when I record, once again, I don't have my headphones on, so I'm just gonna... I'll play it back by unplugging the interface so you can hear it. But when you have your headphones plugged in and your whole setup and stuff, you shouldn't have to unplug the interface to be able to hear it. If you want to hear it through the computer speaker and stuff like that, you unplug your interface so you hear it in that format. But if you want to be able to hear it through your headphones, so just listen back to it right away, you plug your headphones in, you should be able to listen back to it right away. So I'm just going to record something fun. This is a little teaser to one of my songs. And you can hear and see that, or you can't hear it, but you can see that my wavelength will be going, so that will be your indication that I actually am recording. So let's hit record right now. I'm just going to do a little line for you, and then I'm going to unplug the interface, and then we can listen back to it. So here we go. That gave me flashbacks. So if you guys don't know, that was my song Indian Eyes, which I am really proud of. You can check that out. That was my first single. So you'll see while I was recording, you can tell that the wavelength really was working quite a bit. First thing I do, for the sake of workflow, because when I'm in the middle of a project, I'm constantly adding tracks and stuff like that. So it's very easy for me to get thrown off if I don't color code. So you have to color code. So basically, the way you do that is you're going to hit your control or command, or actually, it's going to be your Option C, excuse me, it's going to be your Option C on your keyboard. So I'm going to hit that Option C right there. And I'm just going to pick a color. I usually try to make every track a different color. For the sake of this, I'm not going to be adding a bunch of tracks. But anyway, now I have that one track that's color-coded. Next, what I would do is I would title your track. So in this case, I have the beatbox. So I'm just going to title it beatbox so I know what track it is. I can zoom in so you can see. And you can have it in all caps, or you don't have to have it in all caps. Doesn't really matter. But anyway, you can title it beatbox. Now, I'm actually going to listen back to this. So I'm going to unplug the interface, which, once again, is plugged in right here. So I'm just going to unplug the interface. You can hear it through the computer speaker, and now it's telling me the previous select audio interface is not available. Basically just means you have, or your audio device was removed, it got a little thing there. Basically just means that now you're hearing it through your computer speaker. So I'm going to listen back to this, and you guys will hear what it sounds like. So you can hear that I created a really nice track there. It's already really sounds really good because it's through the interface and vocals. If you want to do more to this, then I'm going to go to my EQ, which to get to EQ, once again, you hit the X in the mixer, and then you have your EQ right here. And if I want to, I can select the track and I can do EQing on it. For the sake of right now, because we're not focusing on mixing in this tutorial and just the recording, I'm not going to worry about that. So yeah, that was the end of this tutorial. Thank you guys so much for watching. And please check out my other video where I'm talking about kind of the basics of Logic and the basics of the software. But that's to give you kind of just the basic idea of how to add a track. And coming up, I'm going to make a video on drum recording and how I actually do my drum recording. So stay tuned for that. And in the meantime, check out everything else I have going on. I also have a single coming out by the end of the year. I have 2 new singles out already. Check me out, Rico, R-I-C-O, capital R. And thank you so much for the support. Take care.